Hey NailTubers, so it's round 2 of the Battle of the Top Coats. Here's what's going to happen. We're going to be comparing the final 8 polishes, and I say final 8 because I started out with 13, which included some top coats from some kits, because don't sleep on the kit top coats. I've come across a couple of them that were actually pretty good top coats. We kind of narrowed it down from the 13 down to the 8. And this is what you're seeing in front of you. So real quick, Makartt, Modelones top coat, NotPolish, Aimeili, Beetles, and the reason why Beetles is included, even though it's kind of considered like a kit top coat, but it's also part of different collections with their company. And I would go so far as to say, as I did in my live, everyone uses Beetles, right? So I left Beetles in. And then the last 3 are the specialty top coats: Born Pretty, Mia's Secret Glass Finish, and Venalisa. Now these 3, the reason why I call them, and that's not necessarily what they're referred to by their companies, I'm just calling them that, but they are supposed to be high gloss finish, scratch resistant, etc., etc. So that's why those are there. So you have at least some private company brands here that can also be found on Amazon, and then we're going to take it from there. So the objective of today's video is to make a comparison of each one of these on 3 different surfaces. So you see that I have the nails prepared for you. And before I even start, if you see any misshaping, never mind the shaping, because this is not a set of nails. I just threw some polygel. In fact, you know what? The top row is polygel, acrylic, and then just your regular nails. That's going to get a gel polish, and then the top coat finish. So if you see any what appears to be misshaping, this is not the purpose of this. The purpose of this is just to make the comparison how each top coat looks on different surfaces. Here we are. And I was saying too that, you know, we're calling it the Battle of the Top Coats, but you know, this is really not a competition. I'm doing this for you guys to see. So I'm gonna go ahead. I was actually prepping these in the middle of that live. I took it down, but I was actually prepping these on the stands, and that's where it pretty much ended. So now that they're on the stands, oh, and by the way, you guys see what color I got going on all up in here, right? Okay, I did the purple because I got so many purple loves on my channel, right? And then just to keep the match going, I've got this Beetles purple, which is number 834, and I'm going to put that on these, and then from there we'll polish each on a different finish of nail. Okay, so I'll do that. So in part 1 we did a consistency check, and it's been a while, so here's a drip test. So starting with Makartt, it's about medium. The Modelones is medium. NotPolish seems to be medium to thick, right? But look at this Aimeili, definitely thick. Beetles did surprise me because I thought it seemed lighter last time when we did it during the live. And the bottles do look similar here, but now this is Born Pretty. And it's a medium consistency. And wait for it. Look. Look. Look, Mia's Secret, it doesn't even give you a drip. It just flows right away. So it's thin, almost super thin, right? Then Venalisa gives you 2 drips right away. So that's thin too. And for visual comparison, let's chart them in the consistency categories: light, medium, and thick. And I'll let you watch this again. So the Makartt was medium, Modelones was medium, NotPolish is medium, Aimeili, thick, right? Beetles, remember, surprised me from last time. Born Pretty is medium, Mia's Secret, super thin, and Venalisa, thin. And now we're going to do a comparison based on what surfaces they work best on and chart those too. So I saved time and went ahead and polished the swatch nails because they were only left undone for the chat time when I did the live. Makartt was medium consistency and it did fairly nice on all three surfaces, but did best on the gel polish, right? And actually, I did leave the especially polygel and acrylics a little imperfect intentionally because we have to be able to see if any of them would accommodate corrections to minor flaws, don't we? But on Amazon, you can get the Makartt in a combo 3-pack for $13.99. So there's prices for you too. Modelones was medium consistency, and it also did okay on all three surfaces. But pretty much all of them did great on the gel polish, and you'll see that throughout. Modelones also on Amazon comes in a combo 3-pack, and that's $8.99. NotPolish was medium consistency and it did good on all three surfaces. Now I didn't purchase my NotPolish top and base coat. They were provided in a class kit, so I looked it up because it's only through their private company and the top coat is $13. Now, Aimeili was super thick, right? And you can see why this has been my go-to, especially doing acrylic and polygels and stuff like that, because it levels out great, correcting any minor imperfections, all while giving a good shine. Now, Aimeili, you can find it on Amazon in a 2-pack base and top coat for $7.99. Oh, and by the way, when I say 3-pack, I'm talking glossy, top coat matte, and base coat. Beetles is medium to thick, and it's typically considered a kit top coat from like the kits that you purchase. It does polish well with good shine, but it does work best on gel surfaces. And Beetles can be found on Amazon in a combo 3-pack for $8.99. Sounds like we're ordering burgers, right? Now, Born Pretty was medium consistency, and you're gonna have to take my word on this, guys, because it's not so obvious by way of camera, but this is super shine, even with some of the imperfections that you're seeing. But keep in mind, this is for you to understand what top coats work its best with different surfaces so you can make better choices for the nails that you're doing. And this is supposed to be scratch resistant too. Now, this Born Pretty came to me by way of a PR package. I did not see it separate on Amazon. They do have it. I didn't see it, but on their website you can find a 3-pack for $6.99, though it doesn't say that it's a super top coat because this is. Mia's Secret. So we saw how light this was, and when you use this, you're gonna have to be ready because you saw it was giving as soon as the brush was coming out the bottle. And look at the coverage on all three surfaces. This finish, let me tell you, well, it's called glass finish. Now this was $12.50 on Amazon. And how does that saying go? You do get what you pay for. Now the Venalisa, it was light, right? And I really like the brush. This felt so light and silky. If your shaping and filing is on point, especially with polygel, hard and soft builder gels, acrylic, this is an alternative that's a little more affordable for a super shine on those worked surfaces, and it's $6.99 on Amazon. So let's go ahead and chart their performances so that you can get a visual comparison of that too. And by the way, you can even screenshot this at the end because it's only going to help you in your next purchase decision. So let's take a look. The Makartt did well, but it was best on the gel polish surface. Likewise for the Modelones, it did well on the gel polish surface. NotPolish worked pretty good on all three, but that Aimeili It leveled out on all surfaces. If you are not very confident in your acrylic shaping and filing, and there's some few tiny flaws and you want to cover them up, not that we're trying to hide anything, but you want to improve the look of it, Aimeili would be the one that you would go for. Beetles did well on gel polish. Likewise for the Born Pretty, it did best on gel polish, but it had that super shine, guys. And then the Mia Secret, OMG, what can I say? Super duper shine, right? It did really well on all three surfaces. Now that's the one that you would use if you are absolutely confident in your shaping and filing, right? And then the Venalisa, absolutely perfected skills, or hours of filing to perfection. This one would be a great one because it offers that fantastically beautiful shine too. I hope this helped you with a visual guide so you can make a choice according to the type of nail service you're doing for yourself or your client as well. If you enjoyed this, consider subscribing to my channel, as there are nails to be done and a DIY request from a subscriber coming soon. Remember to hit the nailification bell so you don't miss any of it. I appreciate each and every one of you and look forward to seeing you in the next one. Much love.